So we thank God for Him allowing us to be here. Can everybody hear me okay? It's a little warmer than it usually is, so we got the fan on high. And I don't think we need to turn it down. The fight not break out here. It's hot. And we thank God for us being here. We don't take it lightly of you being here. Let's give our praise team another hand. We thank God for them. Really enjoyed. I didn't stand up much today. The sun kind of whooped me yesterday. I was trying to do some fishing and it was hot. And so we thank God for us being here. Bro, you might be glad that we missed it. It was hot, bro. It was hot. So we thank God. Also, we give Minister Jordan a hand. We thank God for conducting the pulpit. So we thank God. We come up to preaching time now. We never go down to preaching, but always up because we need the word of the Lord. I'm not going to, never been my practice to hold us long. If you have your Bibles, I want to look at the book of Colossians, the 3rd chapter. And verse 13. And that's Colossians, the 3rd chapter, and beginning in verse 13. Colossians, 3rd chapter, and verse 13. We have to say amen. And he was the wait, say wait. And we're in the wait, so we must all be there. It reads, forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. You may be seated. Forbearing one another and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do ye. I don't have a fancy title on this morning. It's simple. Just want to simply preach about forgiveness. I always try to be as transparent as I can be. This week, I struggled with forgiveness. Then I was trying to see what the Lord would have to say to us today, and nothing was coming. And I've been preaching for a while and walking with the Lord for a while, and I know sometimes God even speaks in quietness. But I also know that Mama, sometimes God, what seems quiet to you, God is already speaking. And the reason why I could not necessarily receive what I thought I was going to get is because whenever you practice unforgiveness, there's a blockage between hearing the voice of God. Are y'all in here?
Yeah.
Just want to talk to you today. And notice that I did not say on the title, forgive them. The reason being, not that we should not forgive others, is because some of us even struggle with forgiving ourselves. And there's no need for any of us to pretend today as if sometimes we don't struggle with forgiveness. Mr. Jordan, from my understanding, Christianity is on the very foundation of forgiveness. Everything we do, the whole spirit of the church, the whole reason why you can become a Christian is all predicated upon forgiveness. You know, forgiveness is unpopular now because we want people to feel the hurt that we have felt. I knew y'all were going to be quiet on me this morning, but it's all right with me because, bro, when somebody does an offense, in our own fleshly nature and mind, we tell ourselves we're going to get them back. Nothing fancy this morning. It's human nature to want revenge. I want you to feel and experience what you have made me feel and experience. And we harbor bitterness and unforgiveness in our hearts and minds, and therefore it puts a barrier between us and God. Because the Bible says this, God said that if you don't forgive others, then guess what? I will not forgive you. Matter of fact, it's what we like to call the Lord's Prayer, but it's really not the Lord's Prayer, it's the model prayer, when it says that forgive us our debts as we forgive others that have debted up against us. Therefore, it's simultaneous that as we forgive others, God forgives us. It's funny how we don't want to let other people off the hook. Yeah. But when it comes to us, we want God to let us off the hook. And can I tell you that nobody has wronged you as much as we have wronged God? I know y'all ain't gonna say nothing. But we have caused more offense towards God than any person on this earth has caused offense towards you. Because here's why. Because you ain't putting no air in nobody's body. But yet and still, God has put breath in our body, and yet and still, we won't even say thank you, Lord. He woke us up this morning, and possibly none of us have even said anything to him at all. We just took for granted as if our alarm clock got us up, went and studied God, and went on about our day, whether you was coming to church or not. Paul addresses something here. In this third chapter of it, he talks about putting off the old man. He deals with that in some of the verses. He says not only put off the old man, but then he says put off all worldliness, and then he says to put on the new man. And then he picks up in verse 13, he says, forbearing one another. When he uses the word forbearing, it comes from a word which means really this, and here's the point, is to put up with unpleasantries with patience. In the Greek, what it means is to hold on to. But it seems contradictory because we know that forgiveness is a release. What he's saying, Linda, is that this. He says, forbearing one another. What it means is that sometimes folks get on your nerves. Sometimes people brush up against you. But yet and still, even though it's unpleasant, you hold on to them anyhow. But while you're holding on to them, Felix, you release them too. It seems contradictory. What it means is that I hold on to you out of love, but I release all the hurt and the harm that you've done against me. And that's how God does for us, Colin, is that he holds us, but yet and still lets go of our sin.
Yes, God.
See, because a lot of us, when people do wrong to us, we don't want to be around. We don't want to deal with it. Let alone talk about embracing them. It's just real talk. I know it's not a shouting message this morning, but that's what forgiveness is, Jolly, is to hold on to those, although they're getting on your nerves, they're causing discomfort in your life, they're causing confusion in your life, yet and still you're holding on to them out of love, and yet releasing the wrong that they do towards you. It seems crazy. It seems unpopular to do this. But this is what God has commanded us to do. Because what we like to do is, when people cause offenses against us, we like to store them up. We like to make a list. When they did this, they got one more time to do this, they got one more thing to say, and then we're done with it. But God said that's not the way to be. I'm telling you to hold on to them, although they still cutting the food. See, y'all missed it. And your forgiveness does not happen when people come say they're sorry.
Okay.
Preach, Josh. Forgiveness happens already. That's what it means for them, is that I walk in a spirit of forgiveness before you ever offend me. That means that I'm already walking in that, so when you do try to offend me, I really don't notice it because I'm already operating out of forgiveness. A lot of us, the reason why we take things so personal is because we already got a chip on our shoulder. We looking for the mess. We wish somebody would. Y'all in here? He says, forbear, to put up with unpleasantries with patience. Preacher, the Bible says, tribulation worketh patience. Sometimes the reason why your children acting a fool, your boss acting a fool, is not because Satan sent it. Sometimes it's because God is working patience in you. And therefore, you want God to be patient with you, then guess what? You've got to be patient with other folk. That means this, Irene, is that although they ain't got it together, I'm going to hold them up anyway like they got it together. Y'all in here? Listen here, your children acting a fool, they done did things they ain't supposed to do, and yet you still fail.
Right.
You still gave them some clothes. God does even better for us, bruh, is that he does this. He still wakes us up. Yes. He still puts clothes on our back. We still have the activity of our limbs. We still can see and talk and move around. That's how God does. He says, hold on to them, but release them at the same time. You know, a lot of us, in a sense, is that a lot of us are walking around in our hearts and minds as slave owners. What I mean by that is that people have offended us and we're holding on to it and we got them in chains because we won't release them. Because we say they did this and they did that, but guess what? It really ain't them you got in chains. When you don't forgive folks, you put yourself in chains. You got to let it go. He says, forbearing one another. Is that what you do is you help somebody else to stand up and you hold on to them. They're relying somewhat on your strength in God and you hold them up, and although they're acting a fool, they're cutting up, you still hold on to them, and while they're cutting up, you forgive them all at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
I wish y'all could see this picture. But if you look at yourself, you'll see that the Lord does the same thing for you. He holds you, and yet and still you bucking, you doing your own thing, you slipping off, you cussing, you like y'all in here. Don't nobody want to be honest. Nothing wrong with the church now. Don't nobody want to be for real. But this is what we do. You're doing everything you want to do, and God is still holding you, yet and still He's not counting your sin against you. This is what He says He does with your sin. He says He throws it into the sea of forgetfulness. And here we are walking around talking about, I can forgive Him, but I can't forget it. If you practice forgiveness as if it never happened, it won't be so fresh on your mind. The reason why we can't forget it is because we done kept a mental note. And we think we have forgiven them, but yet and still we say they got one more. He says, forbearing one another. To hold oneself up against. To put up with. To endure. And I found out it's real easy. It's easy to get up here, preach. You might have nervousness and all that, but I've been doing this so long. It's a little bit easier. It's easy to come in here and sing songs. It's easy to get a verse in the Bible, get the microphone, and recite it. It's easy. But when you have to put the Bible into practice. See, because we can say a whole lot of things, we can do a whole lot of things, but when it actually comes your turn, then what you gonna do? I told you this week in my mind, I failed. I failed because I had already said to myself that I don't know if I can take another offense. I felt like you've done already enough. Felt like you really did too much. But God says, in the Word of God, when Peter asks Jesus that crazy question, how many times shall I forgive my brother? So Jesus gives him a ridiculous answer. He said, forgive them up to many times as they offend you. And see, stop waiting on folks to come say they sorry. I mean, they might not never say it. Matter of fact, they might not never apologize, and they might not even feel like they did anything wrong to you. It's your duty to let them go. You gotta let them go. It's a hard word, y'all. You got to let them go. It's some kinfolk. It's some frenemies. Woo. It's some bosses. world systems. You got to let them go. Now, one time I say be a fool. I said you got to forgive them. You got to forbear them. Hold them up and endure it with patience. That means that, listen here, whatever you doing, I ain't the judge nor the jury, God is. And therefore, if God is the judge and jury, he knows how to handle folk that are cutting the food. He says, forbearing one another. On that first point, to put up with unpleasantries with patience. You know what unpleasant is? It means that it causes discomfort. It causes unhappiness. It's unfriendly. It's inconsiderate. It's rude. And can I tell you that if you're going to walk this Christian journey, but you're going to go around some folk that rude. You're going to go around some people that because you have the joy of the Lord and you smile, they'll try to cause you to become unhappy. You'll have folks set traps. You'll have folks open secret compartments and doors. You'll have folks try to open up your path and try to throw it up. You'll have folks that you did something good and they returned it with evil. Y'all in this house? He said, but I'm telling you to endure it with patience.
Yes, God. Yes.
Put up with it with patience. Hold them up, yet release them.
Yes, God.
Forbearing one another. I'm trying to move on. Here it is. He says, forbearing one another. And watch this. And forgiving one another. Told you that first one, forbearing, is to put up with unpleasantries with patience. Here's what it means to forgive. It means to graciously grant gratuity. Let me say it again. That sounds real eloquent, don't it? To graciously grant gratuity. John, it means to graciously grant gratuity. You know what gratuity is. You used to wait on table. See, we in the Western civilization, when I was reading up gratuity, we do it backwards. And so this is how we do it. We wait on them to bring us our food to see if they will come refill our drinks. And depending upon how well they do is how big of a tip they get.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
Shane, we wait on them to do a good job and then give them a tip. What it really should be, if it's gratuity and you're grateful, you should give it to them before they do anything.
Yes, God.
What are you saying, Josh Brown? That's how God forgives us.
Yes, He does. Yes.
He was slain before the foundations of the world. He made the first move, bro. What that means is that we make the first move in forgiveness. We don't wait on folk to shake our hand. We don't wait on folk to write us a letter saying they're sorry. But we go ahead and graciously grant gratuity because that's what God does for us. It's gracious, Daddy, because it's favor. And when you look at God's forgiveness, all it is God's grace. What that means, AJ, is that it's unmerited favor. Which means this. It means that I could not earn it. I did not deserve it. But God gave it to me anyhow. What are you saying, Judge Brown? There's a whole lot of folk that don't deserve you to forgive them. They ain't never said they sorry. They ain't never looked your way again. But yet and still, by grace, unmerited favor, you give them favor anyhow.
Yes, God.
To graciously grant gratuity. And you know what has scared me most in my life? When I've been doing wrong. And God blessed me and I almost sat down. when he whooped me.
Right. Right.
Bro, it's more when I know I'm wrong.
Yes, God.
And yet and still,
Hallelujah.
little Josh, God still keeps on blessing.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Because I understand where I'm living, I don't deserve it.
Right.
What I drive, I don't deserve it. The air I'm breathing, I don't deserve it. The children and the grandchildren I have, I don't deserve it. The mama and sisters and siblings I have, I don't deserve it. The church that God has allowed me to pastor, I don't deserve it. Y'all ain't in here.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
That's when I said, my Lord, how can I not serve a God like that? Now, of course, God chastises those he loves. I didn't say that God won't punish you. What I'm telling you is that you don't never get what you really deserve.
Right, God. Yes.
He says, forbearing, forgiving. I'm finna leave y'all with this little Easter speech. He said, if any man have quarrel against you, any, even as Christ forgave you, so also do he. I told you that forbearance to put up with unpleasantness with patience. To forgive is to graciously grant gratuity. But then watch this. It says, as Christ forgave you. He said, in that same spirit, he said, here's what it is to make a comparative connection through Christ. Which means this. I look at how Jesus forgives. Then I got to put up against that how I forgive. He said, well, here's the connection. He said that I have to make that connection. Are you forgiven like Christ forgives? Y'all ain't in here. Are you forgiven like Christ forgives? I can tell how strange y'all looks. I need to ask about 3 more times. Are you forgiven like Christ forgives? Haroma, are you forgiven like Christ forgives? John, are you forgiven like Christ forgives? Pastor Brian, are you forgiven like Christ forgives? Well. I hear somebody asking me, well, how does Christ forgive? I'm glad you asked me because you can fit to help me close. One Friday.
Thank you, Jesus.
They whooped him. They spit on him. Brother, let's back it up. They were whooping him. They were lying on him. They were punching him in his mouth. They were doing all kind of things to him. But guess who he was dying for? The same ones. They were punching, lying on him, cussing him, spitting on him. He was doing it for them. Y'all looking at me real strange for to make me preach my 10 more minutes. He was still doing it for them, although they didn't appreciate it. Here's where that, bro, I told you that forbearing one another, you got to hold them up, even though they're still cutting the food. Here's the other one. I told you got to forbear with patience, but you got to forgive them as well, although he made the first move. It wasn't that we deserved it, for God so loved the world that he gave. It never said for God so loved the world because Josh Brown repented. It said for God so loved the world that he gave. He initiated it. He died on Friday. Unappreciative folks. Folks he have done good for. Folks he have faith.